Looking as crisp, and he's had that Hydralisk Den done for a little while now. He's just now starting to pump those Hydras. Robo has begun for Naniwa, so he'll probably be starting to transition towards Colossi here, as he has definitely forced this Hydra tech.
Naniwa actually decides to lift up a couple of Hydra. Phoenix do good damage against Hydra, but the same story goes the other way around. Hydra do excellent damage against Phoenix though. The final trade was 1-to-1, which is in general a good trade for Ret, because the Phoenix are a little bit more expensive, but doesn't matter.
I feel like Naniwa's done an excellent job of stalling out Ret and just buying himself lots and lots of time. And while all that Stargate harass was happening, Naniwa did secure a third base. He's completely walled that top entrance to the third. And look at this, continuing still with the Void Rear harass. He just doesn't want Ret to mine off of that extractor.
Lifts up another Hydra in the process. You can see, of course, Hydra is being light armored as well. Take extra damage of this Phoenix. His extractor falls down once again. I wonder if Ret's actually mining from these extractors. Yes, he is. Good job right there at Ret. Ret's economy is good, but Nani is actually surprisingly close in supply. Already getting that wall off, the soccer wall off, as I love to call it. This Phoenix taking a lot of damage. Another Queen bites the dust, though.
Man, and Naniwa, I'm just really impressed at his ability to harass with so few units. Meanwhile, Ret is going to scout that Naniwa's taken a third base, and that's going to make him a little bit sad here, because, I mean, I always like to say, 3-base Protoss can really do just about whatever he wants in terms of his tech.
Fourth hatchery is going up for Ret. Actually, a fifth one is going up. Well, this was the fifth one, since the other one's a little bit early. But yeah, fourth base for Ret.
Super fast hive coming from Ret. That is a super fast hive.
Well, he mentioned before that on the map on Tal'Darim, I mean, of course, we all remember the sick comeback that Naniwa made in the winner bracket semi-final against Ret, where Ret somehow managed to lose despite having a massive advantage, where he said, like, I should have just gone hive straight away and get Infestor Broodlord out. And I guess that's something what we're going to see.
Looks like it. Ooh,
drop is being reset. A lot of
man,
though,
this is exactly how Ret said he should have played out that game on Tal'Darim Ultra. I had a long conversation with him about it. So he's preparing for a big Ling drop. He's probably gonna wait until Naniwa pushes out on the map with his army before he's loading it up now. So he's gonna. Will the Phoenixes see it? No, they will not. So the Overlords are going to go unscouted into the base of Naniwa. This is going to force some sort of response. Naniwa is going to have to pull his whole army back into the main, and when that happens, Ret can run into the third. Oh my gosh, this drop's going to do huge damage, Rotterdam.
It should definitely do at least some damage. Let's take a small look at the worker count killed. So far, it's two. A couple of drones fall down already, but that one Colossus should pretty much clear out everything.
The third base is going to get ravaged. Look at Naniwa even warping in over there. He's on top of it
but
in
it's
a
not going to be enough,
way.
though.
No, not at all.
He's having a small cooldown.
The Nexus is going to fall. Ret doing such a good job knocking out the Nexus in the main. Meanwhile, I don't know if Naniwa has cleaned up the Lings in the third or not. No, the Nexus in the third, taking a huge amount of damage. Will it go down?
Helping out as well,
yes, Ret does take out 2 expansions. Oh my God, he is so good. Meanwhile, the Hive is done. Greater Spire is done. Lots of Infestors are on the way, and Ret looking so strong right now.
Incredible, well played by Ret right there. Also going for the Nexus, which is something that I wouldn't necessarily have expected. I definitely didn't think that a relatively small group of Lings was able to take out that Nexus so fast. But yeah, incredibly well played by Ret. That's all I can say.
Naniwa hurting so badly, only mining off 1 base right now, and this is gonna. He feels like he has to push. He is pushing, but Ret has 9 Corruptors on the way. I think the Greater Spire is. If it's not done, it will. I don't know. Where is the Spire?
It's in the main base.
Okay, so he hasn't even started the Greater Spire yet. The Corruptors are just for the Colossi, so it's going to be Zergling, Infestor, Corruptor against a pretty ominous Stalker, basically Gateway Colossus army.
Oh, nice fungal,
once
but nice
again,
as well.
Naniwa showing a real proficiency for that.
Nice Blink Stalker right there as well. Nice fungal once again, but Ret is actually lacking Unicell to do some serious damage. He has a couple of Spine Crawlers, a couple of Hydra. Now he's actually making Roaches. You can see, I think this is actually very well timed by Naniwa.
Yeah, Naniwa. Oh, nice force fields there. Here come the Zergers. The Corruptors are going to come out, chase the Colossi away. And excellent force fields from Naniwa. He's doing such a good job of being cost effective with his army.
The Ret is still at 194 supply, though. Naniwa is only 161. There we do see that Greatest Spy getting morphed in, but of course that's going to take a while. 100 seconds. It takes in the end. It just started.
Oh, man,
nice offensive Blink, perhaps a couple of Hydras.
Naniwa really needs to. He has to do some big damage here. If he's only going to hurt the army of Ret, I don't know, man, because his economy has been so hampered. Wow, getting a couple of Corruptor kills there. Naniwa is being so safe and so patient.
Yeah, exactly. Excellent job right there by Nani. He did not actually decide to rebuild the Nexus in his main. That's surprising. I guess he really wanted to do some serious damage with this push. And he did do some damage, but nevertheless, Ret is still alive. Ret is still mining from 4 bases. And that means that those Broodlords are coming closer and closer. And okay, we do have Blink Stalkers. We have Decent upgrades, I'd say 1-1, but that's not something you really want to have against Broodlords.
Once again, Ret just checking around the map with those lings, seeing that there's no fourth base now going down. Oh, big engagement here outside the fourth base of Ret. I'm not sure who this is going to favor, but all the Colossi are now down. So Naniwa with a pure Gateway army against basically Roach Hydra, which is a pretty good mix against Gateway stuff.
Nice offensive blink by Nani. So far, Red is retreating. He just wants to wait for those reinforcements. Meanwhile, the Zergling run by once again at this network.
Oh my gosh, so many probes are going to fall there.
Very nice Zealot wall, actually. Very good job right there by Nani. Nani right now really relying on those Blink Stalkers, and you might actually be able to do some significant amount of damage. We have 5 Broodlords morphing in, but where are they? Nice force piece as well. I really want to search the Broodlords, but of course, I want to take a look at this fight. Nice micro by Naniwa.
Naniwa's doing such a good job of making sure these Stalkers take minimal amounts of damage, blinking them backwards before even the shields are completely gone. The Broodlords are so close to finish, though. More Lings and Roaches streaming out for Ret. He's got 20 Lings on the way. The 6 Broods have just completed, plus 2 melee almost done as well for Ret. And here we go. Broodlords are out. Naniwa is going to have to retreat.
Straight away, we see Naniwa going for the defensive link. Nevertheless, if we take a look at the supply, then Nani's going to have to be careful. Broodlings are really good against Stalkers as well. So annoying. Naniwa just has to run, but more and more Zerglings streaming in.
Oh my gosh, Ret looking so strong here, man. That the double prong harass at the main of the third base just gave him all the time he needed to get these Broodlords out. And Naniwa really needs to come up with something special if he's going to come back here.
He did complete that third Nexus, or let's say in his original main base. Zealot's going to walk in. A lot of these Stalkers, a lot of the Zerglings are running into the Zealots, is what I tried to say. Still has 1-1 upgrades for Naniwa, and if he really wants to do something, I'm surprised that Red is actually bringing his Broodlords out so far already, like way off creep. Actually, he didn't really have a lot of creep because Nani did such a good job at denying it, or at least being aggressive. This one Phoenix is going to say, oh, actually we have 0 anti-air over here. Is there any Corruptor on the way?
That one Phoenix is going to try to kill. Oh, there's a Corruptor out, so yeah. The one Corruptor will kill the one Phoenix, but this is actually forcing Ret to go on and push here, and I'm not sure. I feel like he should probably wait till this last production cycle gets out.
It would be really nice for Nani right now to have a Void Ray. We do have a couple of Infestors right now. We don't have Neuro Parasite. A lot of Zerglings. This is going to get scary, of course. Broodlords is such a hard unit to deal with. But if Naniwa will somehow be able to clear this up, I think actually then it's going to look really good. But here we go. It's going to get really damn tough, though.
Oh my gosh, the Colossus immediately gets surrounded. The Lings are going to kill the Colossus, so there's now nothing to deal with the huge massive Zerglings. The Broodlords are just shelling everything from afar. Infested Terrans and Fungal Growths being thrown down. Naniwa's army getting absolutely devastated by just the swarm of stuff coming out of Ret. GG.
Wow, round of applause for Red indeed. What a nice game by him once again.
That was killer, dude.
Of course, the key moment were those 2 drops. I mean, running Lings simultaneously by in the third base, dropping Lings in the main, and actually killing 2 Nexuses. That seriously, I would have never expected that a couple of Lings would be able to take down 2 Nexuses.
Just brutally punishing the immobility of Protoss there. That was at a point in the game where Naniwa did not have Blink. He had to walk everything up the ramp, and as soon as he did, Red just ran into the third base. And I feel like Naniwa had just warped in a cycle of units. He could only put in 1 Zealot initially in the third to try and deflect all those Lings. And Ret just focusing down the Nexuses. And it was excellent judgment, right?
Yeah,
such good judgment. If he fights the army there, Naniwa just cleans it up and he's fine. But man, Ret is he's a pretty smart dude.
I think Nani is watching the replay right now. I like that one, Dutch flag. That's really cool. Great, and it's also said Red, of course. Nice. I love those minor things.